Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Dyes, and today I'm showing you how to string up a mid pocket in a Nike Vaporhead. So the Nike Vaporhead is a high school head by Nike, one of their newest heads, and it is high school only spec. I've got 15mm East Coast mesh in this. This pattern will also work with hard mesh. So what you need to do first is get your mesh, stretch it all out, and string a 9-diamond top string. I've got a triangle top here. You can just do a 9-diamond triangle or a regular 9-diamond top string if you want. Either will work. So we will get down to the sidewall pattern. Alright guys, so I've got my head all ready to string up. I've got my top string strung on the second hole, so you can see up here is the first sidewall hole, and I've got it strung through the second. So I'm going to go ahead and put my sidewall string in through the outside of the third hole in the sidewall, just like that, and then come up and under that first 10-diamond row mesh, and then back in the outside of that third hole. So it'll make a loop that'll pull that hole of mesh really tight, and back up through the bottom of that mesh hole. And then since this top string hole is kind of big, I don't want it to fall through my knot. I'm just going to go back in through the outside of that hole again, that same third sidewall hole. Just one more time, make a loop. It'll keep it really tight and keep that knot from falling through, and back up through the back and out the front again. So then I'm going to skip 2 sidewall holes. So 1, 2, come down to this next one and interlock that second mesh hole down to that sidewall. So go into the outside, up through the bottom of the second mesh hole, and up under that string. If you need help interlocking, you can look up my knots tutorial and pull that really tight. Then we're going to skip one more mesh hole, interlock, or one more sidewall hole, interlock that third mesh hole down after skipping a sidewall hole. And then finally we're going to skip one more sidewall hole and go in the next one into the outside, up through the bottom of the mesh, and interlock that fourth hole of mesh down. So make sure to pull all those really tightly. Make sure you get that nice defined channel. And I'll run you guys through that one more time. So we did our first mesh hole on the third sidewall hole, skipped 2 holes, interlocked, skipped another hole, interlocked, skipped another hole, and interlocked. Now we're going to do a triple up. So up under that next hole of mesh, back around and up under another, and back around and up and under a third hole of mesh, and pull that to bunch it all up. So then you're going to, there's our last interlock. You're going to skip a hole and go in through the outside of that one after skipping a hole. So just like that. And pull that nice and tight. Then we're going to do another one. So up through the bottom of that next mesh hole, into the outside of the next sidewall hole, and back around. So just a 1 right there. And then finally a 1 interlock. So up through the bottom of the next mesh hole. And then we're going to skip a sidewall hole right there and go down to this one, in through the outside, and up under the final and 10th mesh hole, and interlock it down so it looks like that right there. So the 1 and the interlock while skipping a mesh hole, and then just go in through the inside of the sidewall just to tie the string off, not going through any mesh holes or anything like that. And then you will all be done. I put the bottom string on the next 9-diamond row down, and you should end up with a really nice looking mid pocket. Alright guys, so when you're all done, your pocket should look like this. A nice mid pocket with a nice channel. Should perform really well. Overall, I really like the new Nike Vaporhead. So make sure to subscribe to the Lacrosse Network, who sent me this head, and my channel for more stringing tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching.